new neighbors who are coming over? Are they oddballs or do they drink?
I don't know. That's why I invited them over to get acquainted.
Oh, Mom, can I go study over at Bootsy's?
Paul?
You're a full-fledged member of this family. Why should you be spared?
Well, you know me. I'm always saying things that embarrass you.
Sally, I got a terrific idea. Why don't you go over and study at Bootsy's?
Oh, thanks, Dad. You too, Mom. You're both right on.
Thanks.
I wish you'd tell us how we could get off. What kind of dip did you make?
Guacamole Mexicano.
Ah.
What you put in there?
Well, as you said last time, it was too mild, so I made it a little hotter.
What'd you use, molten lava? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
What time are the neighbors coming over?
They should be over soon.
Well, do I pass inspection?
Howie, I've never seen you look better. And that's an insult.
It's going to be interesting meeting that Mr. Cunningham. He drives a German car with a bumper sticker that says America. Love it or leave it.
Howie, have some dip. What's wrong with a little flag waving?
Nothing. But I bet there aren't any American cars in Berlin with bumper stickers that say Deutschland über alles.
Must be all that health food they eat. Their taste buds are shot.
Oh, darling, would you put the dip here on the coffee table, please?
Sure it won't scorch the varnish.
There they are. I'll get them. Hello, come in. Paul! It's the Cunningham. Please come in. This is my daughter, Barbara, and our son-in-law, Howie.
How do you? This is our little girl, Julie.
Hello, Julie. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have that drink.
Oh, please sit down.
Can I fix anybody a drink?
No, thanks. We don't imbibe much.
Besides, we can't stay long. I've got roast in the oven.
Julie, I guess you're too old for a Shirley Temple.
Well, I am 18.
Well, in that case, how about a Shirley Temple Black?
Would you like a soft drink?
No, thanks.
To the Cunninghams. May you enjoy happiness in your new home.
Well, thanks very much. Look, we're going to be neighbors. My name is George. My wife is Rita.
I like that better. I'm Martha, and
Paul.
have some guacamole dip. Julie?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm on a diet.
You want a diet? I can't imagine why. You've got nothing to gain and everything to lose.
That's just one of Paul's little jokes.
Yes, we had a very unusual wedding ceremony. I made her promise to love, honor, and laugh in all the right places.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Something wrong?
Yes, but it must be me.
What business are you in, Paul? Real estate, insurance?
I'm a lawyer.
You're a counselor at law?
That does sound more expensive, doesn't it?
I think being a lawyer is a wonderful profession. Why, there isn't... almost every great American statesman was a lawyer, and some of our greatest presidents. I don't think there's a more noble profession. They're so involved with liberty and justice.
For all.
Julie's a freshman at Santa Barbara.
Oh.
What business are you in, George?
In a way, it's related to Paul's. I'm connected with law and order.
George is in burglar alarm.
I sell burglar alarm systems to large institutions and corporations.
Well, that's better than setting them off. Anybody mind if I have another martini?
You know what somebody ought to invent? A burglar alarm system that catches the criminals who are inside the corporations and institutions. Oh, boy.
Mr. Sims, do you feel that the courts are doling out equal justice for all?
Well, they may fail now and then, but they certainly believe in it. I firmly believe in equal justice.
Right on.
For almost everybody.
I knew it. I just knew that would be your stand. Well, to me, a lawyer is a Don Quixote in a button-down shirt.
I guess we do dream the impossible dream. To make enough money to pay our taxes.
Well, we'd better be moving along.
Mr. Sims, I'm doing a paper on equal justice for all. I wonder if I could sort of interview you, your opinions, case histories, take advantage of all your experience.
Of course, Julie. I'd be only too happy to help in any way I can.
Oh, well, that would be super. When? Is tomorrow too soon?
Well, if it's that important.
Now, Julie, don't take advantage of Mr. Sims' good nature.
You've got nothing to worry about there.
Tomorrow's fine. I think we have an obligation to help young people develop. Not that she hasn't done pretty well all by herself.
Come, Julie.
Thanks again.
I'll be over first thing tomorrow.
Looking forward to it, Julie.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you.
Julie's cute, but wow, her parents could give plastic a bad name.
Well, if you're through with us, do you mind if I go upstairs and meditate?
I wouldn't care if you went straight to the Buddha. I kind of agree with Barbara. The parents are a little stuffy. But Julie's a cute little girl, isn't she?
Yes, she is. And I'm glad you're going to help her because right now she sounds like a rerun of Gidget Goes Gaga.
Well, she's a little naive, but she does have a lot of enthusiasm.
That she does. And it's very well distributed.
Don't get carried away. She's just a typical college kid in jeans and sneakers. And it's very common for young girls to be impressed by older men.
Well, you certainly qualify there. Coffee, dear?
Maybe just a smidgen.
Okay. I thought you said that cologne was too overpowering. Who are you planning to overpower?
Well, I just grabbed it off the shelf without looking. Same way I got you. Julie said she'd be right over, but that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, my, aren't we impatient?
Well, the sooner I get started, the sooner I get it over with.
Now, darling, I want you to take it easy. You better pace yourself. Try not to get too exhausted. Remember your age.
Martha, would you get my shawl? Hi.
Well, look what came out from under those sneakers and jeans.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
No, how about some coffee? Or have you had breakfast? Or maybe you'd like some bacon and eggs.
No, thanks, Mr. Sims. I've already had breakfast. Or is it all right if I call you Paul?
Of course. He's been called worse than that.
You must be wonderful for him, Mrs. Sims. I've always believed that behind every successful man, there's a woman.
Yes, there is. Looking over his shoulder to make sure he doesn't succeed in the wrong places.
You better get started on that interview.
Oh, you mean we're going to do it right here?
What? Where did you have mine?
Well, we can start here, but I'd really like to see your office, and if you can take me to the courthouse, too, I'd really love it.
Well, if we have time.
I can't thank you enough for lending me your husband for a while.
Oh, that's okay. Just remember to get your card stamped when you bring him back.
See, we never stop laughing around here. And if you'd like to keep it that way.
Going.
She's such a charming lady.
Yep, she's the top of her class.
Well, should we start right in?
Start right in what? Oh, the interview. Oh, sure. Have a seat.
Oh, it's such a beautiful sunny day. Do you mind if I take my clothes off?
What? Look, I'm not a prude, but some of the neighbors are pretty stuffy. I don't think my wife would like it too much.
What could your wife object to?
All of it. Julie, that's hardly the costume of the day for an interview.
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you're a fuddy-duddy.
No, but I'm somebody's hubby-wubby.
Oh, you're Paul. Let's begin with your days at law school, okay?
Sure. Well, actually, I attended 2 different law schools. The first law school...
Did you do a lot of dating when you were in law school? Affairs, things like that?
Well, I had my share of... What?
Could you describe just a few of your romantic experiences? Or are they too numerous to remember distinctly?
I thought you were writing on equal justice for all.
Well, doesn't that include girls?
Julie, has somebody been spiking your vitamins?
Well, I see we've really gotten down to work.
Julie loves the sun.
Lucky old son.
After we're going to my office and then maybe to the courthouse. It seems Julie wants to know about me in depth.
Oh, well, that only seems fair now that we know all about her height and width.
Here, Julie. There's no sun in my office.
All right, I know she's here. Her mother told me.
Who's she?
Julie Cunningham.
Oh, come on in. Wait a minute. Mom, could you come in here for a minute?
What is it?
Look what the tide just swept in. Mr. America. He's looking for Julie.
Well, I'm afraid you just missed her. She went down to the courthouse with Mr. Sim.
And you don't know what's going on, but I do.
Why don't you sit down? I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Paul. I mean, I'm Freddy. He's Paul.
Wow, you're really on a bad trip.
Freddy, where did you get the ridiculous notion that something's going on between young Julie and my husband, old Paul?
You know how much older Charlie Chaplin was when he married his wife?
How much?
I don't know, but plenty. Oh, you should hear Julie. That's all she talks about.
Sit down, Freddy. Don't you realize that, Julie's just impressed by my husband. It's nothing more than a teenage crush. She's writing a paper, and Paul is helping her because he likes young people.
He does? Mm-hmm. That's terrible. Julie likes older men.
Did you ever meet my father? There's not one glamorous thing about him. He's just a
father?
Right.
You mean he's a clam?
Well, you could call him that.
But a very nice, loyal, faithful clan.
A real Clyde, huh? Cat and leather. Well, I guess I should have realized. Julie's just spinning her wheels.
Well, spinning wheels got to go round.
Hey, how did a nice chick like you ever marry a guy like that?
You mean a clam? Now, if you'll excuse me, Freddy, I have to start some clam chowder for my patent leather Clyde.
Hey, you've got a groovy mother.
A groovy father, too. How do you think I turned out so groovy?
I'll only be a few minutes with this, and we go on to the courthouse.
Wow. All these law books. Oh, you've held them, read them. How many important papers must have crossed this desk. Mr. Sims, do you think of me as a child, or do you regard me as a woman?
I'll tell you one thing, it'd be tough regarding you as a man. Julie, if you want me to help you with your paper, you got to promise me something.
Oh, sure, anything.
That's what I mean. Don't make promises like that. How about you regard me just as someone who's helping you on a project?
All right, I'll try.
It would help if you would ignore my charm and just concentrate on my defects, if you can find them. And don't forget, Julie, I'm a married man with 2 daughters and a sleep-in son-in-law.
You sound as if you want to spank me.
Julie, if I put you over my knee, I'm sure I'd forget what I wanted to spank you for. Hi, everybody. Don't wait for me, folks. Go right ahead.
Where have you been, Daddy? Another hard day behind the plow?
Feel something in the air, and it's not smog.
Mr. Cunningham called 3 times.
Oh, I didn't know you knew Mr. Cunningham that well. What did he want?
He wanted to borrow his daughter. Some sort of family crisis, like getting home in time for dinner.
I just finally got rid of her. She was at the office all day again, taping meetings and conferences. I'll tell you, that kid's becoming a pest.
You mean like Cleopatra was a pest to Mark Antony?
For a kid who got C- in ancient history, that's very clever.
Julie's been researching for 3 days. When's she going to start writing that paper?
I think she's still looking for the right approach.
I thought she had a very good one with the bikini.
Martha, are you suggesting or implying there's anything between me and that child?
I saw her yesterday, Dad, and she's not getting any younger.
Or flattered. Yes, me, she's pretty obvious.
What is this, a conspiracy over a skinny little kid with freckles?
Skinny little kid!
Now, hear this. I'm getting tired of all these innuendos. Now, I would like my dinner, please.
At once, sire.
Oh, mushrooms. Here, Martha, you eat the first one.
Mr. Sims?
Julie, I didn't expect to see you here today. I'm just about to leave. I'm taking my wife out to dinner.
Oh, well, that's all right. I just had to come and tell you. I turned in my paper, and my professor said I was the most outstanding in my class.
Oh, good. And what do you say about your paper?
You're so witty, Paula, and so worldly wise. Well, you've helped me in more ways than you can ever imagine. Honestly, I just don't know how to thank you.
Yeah, please don't try to think of a way.
I can't help it. I have to. Oh, what's wrong?
You hit a nerve.
Where?
You just went out the door.
Here she comes. Mom, are you all right?
Of course I am. Why shouldn't I be?
What about Dad?
Your father's at the office. We had a change of plans.
It must have been a shock.
What are you talking about?
Dad called and said there was a misunderstanding.
Oh, well, I don't want to discuss it.
Mom, I know just how you feel. After you gave him the best years of your life.
Mom, these things happen.
What is this, a living soap opera? I said I don't want to discuss it.
Well, I do. Martha, you've got an X-rated mind.
Well, it is understandable that Mom should be upset. After all, she did catch you in a compromising situation.
Is it true? I can't imagine. You, a philanderer. Her.
Cut it out, all of you. Julie came to my office to tell me she had finished the paper and to thank me. What your mother saw was an innocent little kiss from a grateful child.
Oh,
It was nothing more than a peck.
that was no peck. That was a bushel. And there isn't a referee who wouldn't call that clinch illegal.
It's the bell, Martha. Return to your corner and come out smiling. Come in.
What kind of a man are you?
There ought to be a law against you.
I can't bear looking at him. My poor Julie.
Reader, control yourself.
Paul, what is it?
Well, it's not the welcome wagon. Martha, dismiss the troops. Do you have time to come in, or is your guillotine double parked?
You are old enough to be her father.
What is all this yammering about?
This. Listen, this is from Julie's very own diary.
Yeah, lucky I knew where she hid it.
Who are you?
Oh, that's Freddy, the young lover you knocked out of the box.
Are you ready?
Not just because I happen to appeal to her.
Just listen. When he caresses me, I melt.
Oh, she made that up. How could I melt her when she says my name makes her shiver?
When he embraces me, I yield in a fount of passion.
Wait a minute. My attitude was never anything more than paternal.
I've known some pretty dirty old paternals in my time.
I hope you're as good at burglar alarms as you are at father alarms.
Well, Julie.
Mom, Dad?
Julie, what are you doing here?
My poor darling.
Rita, will you cut that out? I mean it.
When I found the note saying that you were all over here, and then I discovered my diary was missing, I figured out what had happened.
Yeah, well, what about this diary? It's all about Paul, huh? And he's so intellectual, so charming, and you melt when he embraces you.
Every word of it is true.
Aha!
Martha, you're a-hawing over nothing. This is libel.
I know. It's liable to be your finish.
Martha, you're supposed to be by my side in sickness and in health. Well, this is sick.
Sims, you've got it all wrong. When you saw me kiss Mr. Sims, I was just thanking him for all his help. He's not the Paul in my diary. He is. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Paul Markham.
Oh, hi there, Paul. How about that? Now you know the truth, Martha.
Yes, I see. You're not intellectual, sophisticated, charming, etc.
Imagine teach you not to invade other people's privacy. I hope you all enjoyed reading this. Come on, Paul.
Chow.
Where'd she find that guy? In a puddle?
George, I told you not to jump to conclusions.
Me? You were the one who carried on like a nut. And didn't I drive?
Yes, and didn't I?
Folks! We certainly enjoyed seeing you again, especially so soon after last time. Let's try to break the habit, shall we?
Paul is just joking. I'm very sorry this all happened.
You're sorry. We're ashamed.
I wouldn't go that far, Julie. It was an honest mistake.
Yes, but I still feel...
George, Rita, there's a drag.
You're truly sorry. Come on, George.
Love thy neighbor as thyself. Isn't going to be easy.
Hey, you were really living there for a little while, weren't you, my courtroom Casanova?
Oh, darn.
What is it?
You didn't yield in a fount of passion.
This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. Jessica lives in a neighborhood known as Rich.